All right.
Oh, this is,
You ready for this?
yep.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. We can come into the flight chamber here.
Okay.
Careful on the net.
Oh my word, bouncy.
This is the flight chamber of the wind tunnel, and this is where you would fly. It goes up about 45 feet to the top.
And then what about down below?
It's about 30 feet below us to the very bottom.
Oh my word. You can, how fast does the wind go?
The wind can go up to 170 miles an hour. We top it out at 88% of the power we can send to the fans so that we don't overload our system. But you flying today will probably fly between 110 and 120 miles an hour on your stomach.
And what about experienced flyers? People who have done this before. How fast would they go?
It depends on their body position. So if they're flying on their stomach, experienced flyers can fly at higher wind speeds, so maybe up to 130 or 40 miles an hour. But if they're flying upright or on their heads, they do have to top out the fans. So it would be 170 miles an hour wind speeds for them. It depends on their weight as well as their size and their experience in the position they fly in.
Okay. So the instructors obviously have the most experience here, and we've seen them do a lot of interesting techniques today.
Yeah.
Do they usually, have they ever reached the top?
Yes, the flight instructors can reach the top of the building. They have to have very high wind speeds and control their bodies in such a way that they pop up to the top. Regular flyers, first-time flyers, would never hit the roof. They wouldn't get anywhere close to the roof. We have safety feature in our tunnel. Above the glass here, as you can see, the tunnel actually starts to expand, so the space gets larger. As that happens, the wind speed actually slows down. We actually also have some diffusion in there. We bring more air in as it opens up, but the wind speed slows down there because we open up the space. So if for some reason the wind was on too high or you made your body very large and you went above the glass unexpectedly, you would just float a little bit higher than that glass as opposed to shooting all the way to the roof because the wind speed slows down there.
Oh my word. Sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed by all of this. I'm slightly scared. I know I shouldn't be. I know I'm safe.
Yeah, no, it's a very safe activity actually.
Yeah. And how many iFlys are there out there, or the wind tunnels?
There are 3 iFly tunnels with that branding, but the Sky Venture, which is the corporation, has about 25 in the world and about a dozen in the US. So it's actually a pretty rare sport, but it's becoming more common.
So do you see this like growing?
Yes, definitely. I see more tunnels being built all the time.
And this helps skydivers prep?
Yes, skydivers come here to train in the tunnel because it actually recreates the experience of terminal velocity. So when a skydiver jumps out of a plane, they accelerate to their terminal velocity, which is their maximum speed in the sky. That's when the force of the air on them is equal to their gravity. At that point, they stop accelerating. So they are still falling, but they aren't speeding up at that point, and so they just fall at that speed as long as they don't adjust their body. If they adjust their body in some way, they can slow down or speed up in the sky, but if they're falling at their terminal velocity, that's exactly what the experience is in this tunnel. We send the wind past them instead of them falling through the air, but the relative speed between the flyer and the wind is the same, and so the forces on the body of the flyer are exactly the same as they are in the sky. So skydivers can come here and train, and if they move their arms, they're going to move in the same way. If they do a flip, it's going to feel exactly the same as it does in the sky.
Okay, so this is the closest indoor experience we can have to human flight, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Definitely.
And so you would only recommend this for skydivers training, but you would just recommend it to people just out there?
To everybody. You know, my favorite thing about iFly is that it's the activity you can do with your entire family, from 3 years up to grandma and grandpa. Right? We've had 5 generations come together to fly at iFly. Wow. You wouldn't expect indoor skydiving to be the activity you can do with your entire family, but it is. And that's kind of amazing, that everybody in your family can have the equal amount of fun, regardless of age.
Wow. Well, Kaylin, I have to tell you, you definitely put me at ease. I was really nervous before, but I'm feeling a little bit better and that I am ready to do this.
Great, let's do it.
All right, let me get my helmet and we're ready to go.
Okay.
Please have to come back if you want.